Out.
Wait. All right, we are now live. Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. This is the Life Enthusiast online radio and TV network. And today, Martin and I are going to be talking about silica, silicone G5, and why you need it and why having a lot of calcium doesn't necessarily mean that you're getting calcium into your body. It's kind of like one of these you would expect that if you ate calcium, it would go into your body and you'd have strong bones, strong teeth, and all the rest of it. And the fact of the matter is, we have more osteoporosis running around than we've ever had before, and we're hitting high levels of milk consumption, which of course is giving you your calcium. So something else is at the bottom of this. We're going to delve into it. Martin, how are you doing today?
I'm doing awesome, and my bones are strong, baby. My bones are strong. Ah.
All right.
But
So
listen, I want to tell you. So this
Hi, Martin. Okay. Hi.
Oh, hello.
So I don't know what happened except that my total internet just stopped.
Yeah, mine did too. My computer went offline. It's as if some dark force reached in and killed us.
I was just thinking that Moses did not like us redoing the talk.
It could be because I tell you, like I went to my other computer that never went down. My internet connection never failed, but it failed in this computer.
Yeah, my computer, I did not have the internet either. So it was really weird. Like it was because I thought, well, this is like what happened. Like basically you went black and then I tried to open up the page to see if you were there or
yeah.
it was me and it wouldn't open. And then so I closed Chrome down and started it back up and my mouse died. So I put new batteries in. I was like, wow.
Okay, that's right. There was a large tear in the force.
Yeah, the Sith Lords were coming after us.
Yeah, you remember how there was this large, what's the word? Drop in the force. I'm trying to remember how they said it in Star Wars.
Because all the people died. There's a disturbance in the force.
Oh yeah, there was a large disturbance in the force. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it over.
Yes, let's do it over. Let me just bring up the Life Enthusiast page again.
But you know what? It says it's live.
I think it's possible that we resumed and we've been live this whole time.
Oh my God. Okay.
But that's okay because like it's not like a lot of people are watching us.
Are there a lot of people? Anybody?
No.
I don't know. Okay. By the way, at this point, you're so close to the camera that half of your forehead is missing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find under products, ingredients, silica.
No, well, that's going to be all of them all at once, which I'm not sure that you want to do.
No, I don't want to do that. Under.
It's under brands, and under brands, it's products for nature.
Oh, products for nature. I was looking for Oregon.
Look in your Skype. I put that link there for you.
Oh yeah, I'm actually on the products for nature page.
Okay.
Jeez. Yeah,
All
we're
right.
live. So it probably continued recording even though you and I were gone.
Well, it told me that this web page is not available on the other connection.
Okay.
All right. Okay, let's do it like as if this were the beginning.
Yeah. All right. So you can see the top of my head now, right?
No, but it's close enough.
Huh.
Perfect.
All right. Welcome, everybody. This is the Life Enthusiast online radio and TV network, restoring vitality to you and to the planet. I'm your co-host, Scott Paton. Joining me, as usual, is Martin Pytela, Life Enthusiast health coach. Martin, we're going to be talking about something that's very, very important. You know, calcium goes in the bones and everything else, and you would think that eating calcium would mean more calcium into the bones. But our bodies do some amazing things, and it's not actually the calcium that we drink or eat that becomes our bones. It's the silica. And unfortunately, silica is depleted in all of our soils, all of our fruits and vegetables, all of our food. We're not getting anywhere near what we used to get, which means this is the stuff that holds everything together. And it's kind of like an important issue. So, Martin, tell us a little bit more about silica.
So first of all, we need to understand that silica is a silicon dioxide, SiO2. So that really is just a misnomer. We should be talking about silicon, which is the Si, the 14th element on the table of elements, because that's the ion, and the SiO2 is the atom of silica. And that's not what we're talking about, because that's what it starts as. The quartz, the stuff that you're walking on when you're walking on a sandy beach or lakeshore. That's what the plants take out of the soil and turn into their own bodies. The plants that are really rich in silicon are horsetail, oats, and bamboo. Bamboo is the strongest plant you'll see. The structural strength of it is world famous. You probably will remember the story of if you want your horse's coat to be shiny, give him some oats. Yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, so it is that which is responsible for the structural integrity of our bodies. Silicon is the element from which most of our elastin and collagen are made. And those are building blocks of the connective tissue in our bodies. Connective tissue is your entire structure. Like, for instance, your liver is a matrix of connective tissues. Visualize sort of something like a stocking or a fishnet, like a skeleton of your liver. It's going to be porous, but it's going to be like like a basket maybe. And on it are stuck all these specialized liver cells. Your bone, again, is an elongated matrix of connective tissue, and on it are stuck the bone cells, the calcium, actual calcium, that's making the bone solid, hard, stiff. So that's one part, building of the connective tissue. Silica and we can have alchemy, where we can transmute one element into another. And he actually perfected the equations. For instance, if you take one atom of silicon, and add to it one carbon, you end up with magnesium. You take silicon and oxygen, you end up with calcium. And that's how this is built. Kivran came to this through observation. What he saw when he was observing his chickens, of all things, that a chicken will continue to lay eggs even if you remove all calcium from the chicken's diet. How is this possible? The egg has a shell that's all calcium. How can it be that the chicken is continue to make eggs with calcium shell where there's no calcium in its food? And then he found out that by restricting silica from the silicon again from the chicken's diet, then the egg production stops. And this was the initial discovery, and from that he goes into developing all of these incredible equations that in a living body that's normal, but we should call it magic because in a laboratory this is an impossibility. It's called protonization, where you move a proton from one element to another, thereby converting, um, well, as I mentioned, say silicon into calcium. So jump forward another about 80 years. Now we are in France again, and a scientist by the name of Loic Leribaud is researching how to make regular silica into something organic. And he discovered a way of making methyl sodium trilane. I may not have the name exactly right. It's a chemical formula. We can post it nearby. Anyway, it's an organic, and by organic we mean that it includes carbon formula, which makes it readily absorbable by a human or other animal body. So now we have a easily absorbable source of silicon that we can ingest. Clear enough, Scott?
Yeah, yeah. So basically what we're saying is, you're saying is we should get scoops of sand from the ocean and the beach and spread it all over our farmland because we need more silica.
Yes, yeah, and the plants would be able to take it apart with the help of the acids that are on the roots of the plants and convert it into the silica that's in the bodies of the plants, and then we should eat the plants, such as the oats. And from that, we will develop the stronger structures, which will then be reflected in healthy hair, skin, nails, bones, ligaments, sinews, tissues.
And I guess we can all assume that we're not going to be taking truckloads of California beaches and sticking them in Idaho and Nebraska and all those places where they're growing
Probably not.
wheat and everything else. So what are some alternatives? Like, obviously we need to supplement this. We need to get our silicon back up. And I think we've got a few products we want to discuss specifically, right?
Right. So we have some products available that that we would like to introduce. Today, let's talk about products for nature. Let's. Oh, Scott, this is some kind of a weirdness.
Sorry, I'm trying to share my screen, and for some reason
That wasn't the way to do it.
No.
There we go.
The one that I wanted moved over as I was clicking it. So, but anyway, here we have the organic silicon G5 liquid.
Right. So there are multiple companies that have introduced the carbon-bound organic silica or silicon to the market. In this form, what we see here on the screen, it's a liquid with the silicon concentrate in it. What's good about this one is that it's double the concentration of the commonly available brand, and it also contains a bit of fructose and a soluble form of zinc, which in some magical ways a Swiss researcher has found to be more absorbable by the human body than another form. So the advantage of this, take 1 tablespoon of this liquid daily, you will get about 37 milligrams of
Silicon,
not molecular, ionic silicon. I was fishing for that word and it wasn't coming to me. Which is a wonderful dose that you could expect to resolve inflammatory issues in your body. By inflammatory, we mean things like joint pain, back pain, structural issues, lackluster hair. You can see it in the testimonial. If you have soreness in your physical structure, or if you have sagging or sinking of tissues, this is probably for you. So
Right.
if you're older than 32 years, you probably want to be taking this.
Yeah, and we were talking to the people that are bringing it from Switzerland into North America, and they were telling me of telling us of a number of people who, for example, somebody had been hit by a chain across the face, and they were putting the gel. I guess we should say this for the gel one, but it stood out is they'd been putting the gel on the where the scar and the damage was. And after just a few weeks, they didn't think you'd actually be able to see the scar. It's quite amazing what happens when you have enough silica. And I think we forget. I think there's a couple things that go on. I just want to just bring this up. And one is, as we age, I think we think that it's normal for healing to be slower than when we're in our teenage years or our 20s. And it obviously is slower. I think nobody doubts that. But what if part of the reason is that we're just missing some of the nutrients that we had when we were younger? And silica is definitely one of the ones that we're missing. So I'm quite excited about the opportunity that it brings for restoring our health.
Indeed. So here we have, this product is available in the liquid concentrate, which is either this 500 milliliter bottle, or we have a super concentrate, which is double the silica in 1/10 of the volume. So that is this concentrate. So again, double the silica and 1/10 of the volume. This is a bottle with an eyedropper. The way you would use it is just a few drops in the mouth. You can swish it around, move it, push it, suck it. Just keep it in your mouth, move it around. As long as you can stand it, it's going to strengthen your teeth, your gums. But also, once you swallow it, it's going to go and work on all of your structural issues. And by structural, we mean the structure of your hair, your skin, your nails, your organs, your bones, everything.
Yeah, and there's kind of two parts to this. Is the body can absorb it through the skin, and the body can absorb it through drinking or eating it, however you want to say that, putting it in your mouth. And that's one of the things that with this concentrate, I guess you could do that if you wanted to put a drop on your sore or whatever, just so that you're actually, or your sore knees or your sore joints, and have it absorbed that way.
Mm-hmm. Definitely possible. We also have the same G5 silicon concentrate available in the form of a gel. And that perhaps is the most convenient way to use it topically. In the gel form, it's a squirt bottle with a pump on top, 4 ounces of the gel, probably enough for any one person to last a month. You can use it, again, on all the body parts. Typically, you would want to use it on your hands or your joints, like your knees and elbows, or wherever it may hurt. There are some testimonies that indeed we can illustrate. This was a man hit with the chain. Just keep it on the screen, where you can come back to the website and see it in a larger scale, but you will see that the facial injury goes away pretty quickly. Within 2 weeks, the amount of repair that took place is significant. And the other image that was there was the collarbone of a lady that broke it, had an accident, and in a few 3 weeks, or maybe 6 weeks, she, in using both the oral and the gel, ended up restoring her mobility and strength without surgery, without medication, and importantly, without pain. So use the gel for topical applications.
Cool. So there you go. One of the secrets to being healthy is having enough silica, and most of us, if you're over 32, bad news.
You do not find flexibility in milk. You find it in silica. Let's have Herman Meinke from Products for Nature tell us a bit what he knows about the world. Let's insert the clip here.
Yep. All right, that's good. And so we want to wrap her up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think
So,
we've
Martin,
covered it
any
all.
last words about silica? Silicon.
Yes, exactly correct. Use it interchangeably, if you will. People do. But the truth is, it should be called silicon. The element is really important for your health. You probably don't have enough of it. The FDA has not bothered to establish the RDA, the recommended daily allowance for it. It's about 40 milligrams per day. So taking the tablespoon of the liquid, you get 37 milligrams, which is about the recommended daily dose. Use it to improve your flexibility, structural integrity, and appearance. It's one of the best things you can do for looking good and lowering your inflammatory symptoms, whatever they may be.
Great. Thanks, Martin. Thanks for joining us, everybody. This has been the Life Enthusiast Co-op online radio network and TV network. I'm Scott Paton. He's Martin Pytela, www.life-enthusiast.com if you want to know more. And we're here to restore vitality to you and to the planet. We'll see you next time.
Call us at 866-543-3388.
Bye-bye.